Hello learners, today we are going to discuss about internet gaming disorders. We all are very fond of games, sports, okay, there is no doubt, but let us start with this study, case study, and then we will discuss about the internet gaming disorder, how it affects us badly. It is very difficult for the children, those who are school going and develop these disorders. So, a case study from hobby to harm. Initially it remains hobby, but later it becomes disorder. So, let us see this case study. A 16-year-old boy, student of class 11, was among the good student in the school. He received a computer after his midterm examination because he performed very well. So, parents were very happy, they have given him computer. During school vacation, he started playing online video games. Subsequently, he started spending 12 to 14 hours a day on the computer, started skipping his classes, and his academic drastically declined. He could not clear his final examination, following which he stopped going to school and has not been interacting with his friends. He preferred to take all his meals at his computer table and even play while eating his meals. He did not even watch television and abandoned his hobby of playing basketball. He was very good player of basketball, but he stopped. His behavior became oppositional. He became argumentative. He would break things and tear clothes if he was asked to not to play or stay away from the computer. He experienced neck pain, eye strain, dryness in eye as a result of his prolonged and excessive online activities, but he continued to play online games amid his problems. So, gaming, is it entertainment or addiction? While video games provide entertainment and competition, researchers and health practitioners continue to debate whether they are genuinely addictive. Internet gaming disorder is a recognized behavior addiction. There are two types of addiction. One is substance use addiction, another one is behavior addiction. Under substance use, there are various substances like alcohol, tobacco, cannabis, something like that. Under behavior addiction, internet addiction, gaming addiction, gambling addiction, these are the some people like eating addiction, gym addiction. So, there are other things also, but in diagnostic category, two major category of addiction, substance use and behavior. So, internet gaming disorder is a recognized behavior addiction, though controversy exists on whether it should be classified as a separate distinct disorder. Regardless of its exact medical status, gaming addiction has caused significant suffering to countless people over the last few decades. So, generally if you see this gaming addiction start at the stage of late childhood or early adolescent stage. So, that is the crucial stage for academic performance, and due to this addiction their academic performance goes down and they feel bad, their performance is very bad. So, parents, teachers, everyone get anxious what to do, how to do. So, without managing this addiction, children cannot perform well. So, let us see the definition, how we can define this disorder. You might have heard about the ICD, that is International Classification of Diseases 11th revision. So, we call it ICD 11. So, gaming disorder is officially defined by the ICD 11 as a pattern of gaming behavior characterized by a significant loss of control over one's gaming habit. Means it is a behavior characteristic which is significantly loss of control over one's gaming habit. Means if suppose we are playing cricket, so there is in the evening time we go to ground, play cricket, but if we have developed gaming disorder, we will avoid going out and rather will spend time on smartphone or computer or laptop in playing game. So, the first criteria is loss of control over such gaming activities. Second one is the condition involves prioritizing gaming on the extent that it takes precedence over other important life interests and daily activities. Means there are several other important activities, for example, study, taking food on time, going for sports activities, but everything, all these things take back seat and on the front just gaming behavior. So, means the more preference is given to gaming habit. The third criteria is, that is a key characteristic, is the continuation or escalation of gaming even when the individual faces clear negative consequences as a result of their behavior. Even though they know that their academic performance is going down, they are not studying well, they are not regular in the school, they do not and they fail to answer the questions which teachers ask in the class, they are not healthy, having back pain, and they are not mixing with friends, they are remaining irritable, even though knowing all everything is they are seeing, but still they continue to play game, and the timing and the types of games generally they increase. The fourth criteria is, there must be significant impairment in personal life of the person who is suffering from gaming disorder, the significant impairment in family life, in social life, and educational or occupational if the person is working. So, all these functioning are showing impairment, dysfunction, and the fifth criteria is, the symptom must persist for at least 12 months. So, these are the five criteria as per ICD. So, first one is like there is a loss of control, the second one is given preference to gaming behavior than all other behavior, and then even though knowing the negative consequences, they keep on doing such activities, and there must be impairment in personal, family, social, educational or occupational areas, and there must be the persistence of the symptom must be for at least 12 months. So, let us see the difference between gaming disorder and internet addiction. Gaming disorder and internet addiction are entirely different categories. Why? Because internet addiction disorder is defined by excessive or poorly controlled preoccupation, urges or behaviors regarding general internet use that lead to impairment or distress. Means in internet addiction, the maximum time is spent on internet by surfing various things, okay, and that lead to impairment or distress. While considering for the inclusion of DSM 5 in 2013, internet addiction disorder is not officially recognized as a disorder. In contrast, internet gaming disorder was listed in the DSM 5 indicating its distinct status. So, internet addiction basically it is just on the basis of time spent, you cannot diagnose a person having internet addiction, because nowadays we are spending so much time on internet by surfing, finding out certain textbook, reading study material. So, this table shows clearly the difference between internet addiction and gaming disorder. So, on the basis of definition, the internet addiction can be defined as compulsive, excessive and problematic use of the internet that interferes with daily life, whereas gaming disorder is defined as or characterized by impaired control over gaming, prioritizing it over other interests and activities. If we see the scope of internet addiction, it is very broad. It can encompass a wide range of online activities including social media, online shopping, information seeking, gambling or viewing pornography. Whereas, the scope of gaming disorder is narrow and specific. It is focused solely on the act of playing digital or video games, which can be done either online or offline. So, only one gadget is required and they can play, and they are basically playing games only. If we see the diagnostic status, so not formally recognized as a distinct disorder in major diagnostic manuals like DSM 5. However, internet gaming disorder is included in DSM 5 as a condition requiring further study. Gaming disorder formally recognized as a mental health condition by the WHO in the ICD 11 also. And the core focus of internet addiction is on the medium, like the focus should be, if you want to diagnose someone having internet addiction, so the focus must be on the internet rather than what the person is doing. Whatever type of diverse activity the person is doing, it does not matter, it only matters the use of medium of internet. Whereas, in gaming disorder, the focus is on a specific behavior, and that a specific behavior is gaming behavior, regardless of whether it is connected to internet or not. So, coming to the diagnostic criteria of gaming disorder or symptom, we can say that symptoms of gaming disorder. So, the proposed symptoms of internet gaming disorder include preoccupation or salience with gaming, means even though the person is not playing game, he is mentally preoccupied with the game. So, he is planning mentally when he has to go, or when papa will go, I will play game, like that. Withdrawal symptoms, like if the person is stopped from playing the game, so there will be some withdrawal symptom, means the sadness may be seen, anxiety may be seen, irritability may be seen, anger outburst may be seen, and in some cases decreased appetite is also seen. Tolerance is developed. Tolerance means it is basically explained in terms of substance use. For example, alcohol, if the person who has started taking alcohol, so first time the person has taken one peg or one drink of alcohol and he enjoyed. So, after 6 months or 1 year, the person may not feel that enjoyment, that pleasure with one peg. He has to increase the amount of alcohol. So, that is called tolerance. So, he has developed tolerance. So, in same manner, even though in gaming disorder they develop tolerance, initially they play for 1 hour, but this 1 hour will not give them pleasure. So, they have to increase the time, or the type of game they are playing, they go for further games. So, that is also called a tolerance. So, needing more time to feel satisfied. Unsuccessful attempts to quit, when they come to know that it is harming them, it is affecting their study. So, they try to quit, but they fail to quit. So, this is called unsuccessful attempts to quit. Abandoning other hobbies and interests, means when this disorder has developed, they are not bothered about their any hobbies or their interest. They basically stop. Suppose they were earlier listening music or they were dancing, so they stop dancing, they stop listening music. Like they were hang around with their friends, now they stopped hanging around with their friends. During a study period in the evening they study, they stop studying. So, all other hobbies and interest, whatever they were having, they stop once they develop gaming disorder, and they start telling lie. So, they lie about the time spent on the gaming, and even though knowing about the problem, they are having lots of problem, they continue to play. And in many cases they use games to escape negative emotions. Suppose they are feeling lonely, they start playing games. If parents have shouted on them, so they play a game. So, if their results were not good, they play a game. And endangering a job or relationship. So, if they develop gaming disorder, it will be very difficult for them to maintain the relationship or to become productive in their job or occupation. So, out of these criteria, if 5 or more of the above symptoms are fulfilled, so we can make a diagnosis of. Coming to the prevalence and subtypes. Prevalence means how many people in our society or in our country are suffering from this gaming disorders. So, we do not have data for our country, but there are various studies, international studies, which shows that around 1.3% to around 20% students they are suffering from gaming disorder, and males are more than the females. It means gaming disorder is seen in male than the female, means boys are more affected than girls. So, why there is a discrepancy 1.3 to around 19.9? The discrepancy is due to the type of study they have planned, the type of tools they have used, the type of methods they were used for data collection, or the various diagnostic criteria they have used. So, all these things are responsible for various amount of prevalence. So, to date there are no well researched or formally established subtypes for internet gaming disorders, highlighting an area for future scientific investigation. Massively multiplayer online role playing games are linked to substantially more disability than other types of internet game. Means there are various games which can be like, even though you do not know someone, you can connect through online. So, that person will also be a player, you are also a player, some more person will also become player. So, you will play such games, and so these such type of games cause more disability, means they affect you badly than other thing. Let us see the etiology, what are the causes of this gaming disorder. So, online gaming disorders results from a variety of interconnected causes rather than a single factor. Researchers suggest that problematic online gaming may share similar neurobiological mechanisms with conditions like pathological gambling and substance dependence. So, this is not surprising. Why? Because we all know that whatever substance we are using, if they are psychoactive substance, it basically affect our reward pathway in the brain. So, same way gaming disorder is also activating those areas. So, neurobiologically the mechanism is more or less same. So, personality traits can also play a role in addictive behavior. Problematic players often use gaming as an escape from intimidating real life social interactions, which may stem from poor social skills or stressful situations. Let us see the key risk factors and game design. So, specific key risk factors like low self-esteem, neglected parenting, neuroticism and loneliness are linked to higher rates of video game addiction or internet gaming addiction. The mood modifying qualities of gaming also contribute significantly to this risk. The same way like alcohol affects your mood, same way the game, the certain type of game, they also affect your mood. Online games are intentionally designed with the motivational aspects, such as multiple reinforcement schedules were used. So, you keep on playing even after the one step is one phase is over, one step is over, you go to another step. This construction aims to satisfy a wide range of psychological needs, which can contribute to addictive behavior. There are some structural aspect of the game itself that contribute to the addictive quality. So, not only person, the type of games are also responsible for addiction. So, let us see the treatment option. There are less medications, or we can say there are no medication to treat internet gaming addiction. However, there are medication which can be used to manage the certain symptoms. So, let us see the therapies. So, there are various therapies effective for behavioral addiction, such as behavior therapy, cognitive behavior therapy and motivational interviewing are commonly used for internet gaming disorders. So, behavior therapy used to help substitute the undesired behavior to healthy activities by using learning principles. Cognitive behavior therapy focuses on improving problem solving skills and strengthening adaptive coping mechanism to effectively prevent relapse. Motivational interviewing works on motivation to quit gaming by using various motivational principles, and motivation enhancement therapy uses feedback, decision balancing, developing discrepancy and supporting self-efficacy. These are the techniques used in MET and they are very useful. Then parental counseling also helps in reducing the parents' distress and minimizes conflicts between parents and adolescents. Relapse prevention therapy helps in finding new and adaptive ways to meet underlying needs that were previously met by dysfunctional behavior, is often critical in preventing relapse in addictive behavior. And supplementing therapy with support groups which can be attended either online or in person is found to be very helpful for recovery. So, basically we have to focus on the patient as well as their parents also. If we talk about the medications, like antidepressant medication can be provided, sometimes anti-anxiety medication also, and one medication bupropion is also used in treatment of such disorders. So, we have today learned about internet gaming disorders. Thank you.